For some time now, the Titleist Pro-V1 has set the standard for premium golf balls. Now we've got the Taylormade TP-5, the Callaway Chrome Soft hot on the tails. But what if I could give you a ball which was cheaper and just as good? Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, we're going to get straight into it today. Today we are testing a golf ball which is sometimes disregarded, but for no apparent reason. This is the Srixon Z-Star and the Srixon Z-Star XV. This is the golf ball which Hideki Matsuyama won the Masters with. And I can buy it for £35 a dozen. And that got me thinking, £35 a dozen, that's like £10 near enough cheaper than the Taylormade TP-5, the Titleist Pro-V1, the Callaway Chrome Soft. So why are people not using the Srixon Z-Star when it's a three-piece premium golf ball, it's got all the performance that you need to win the Masters, and it's cheaper? So today we're going to play a couple of holes with it and see if we can go under par, or around par, or basically we're going to see what we can score with the Srixon Z-Star XV. Guys, these videos only really work if you get involved, so get in the comments below and let me know, do you use a Srixon? Would you use a Srixon? And at £35 a dozen, is that a price you like to pay, or is it still too much money? Would you prefer to use a Costco ball, a Lidl ball, a cheaper ball? £35 a dozen, you still don't really want to be losing these, do you? That looks so white in the air. We'll talk a bit of performance as well. That was a lovely shot, by the way. I was actually quite surprised by that, but we'll take it. Right, Srixon. So as mentioned before, Srixon do two balls in their premium line, the Z-Star and the Z-Star XV. I'm sure the XV stands for some kind of Roman numeral thing, but I don't know it, so I'm not going to say it in case I get it wrong. The big difference between these balls, the Z-Star on the box says that it delivers maximum greenside spin with a lower penetrating trajectory in a three-piece design, which is nothing really new. With the Z-Star XV claims that it provides maximum distance with a mid-high launch in a four-piece design. Four-piece. And looking at the differences on the box, the Z-Star XV feels soft, distance longer, flight mid to high, construction four-piece, greenside spin high, driver spin low, whereas the Z-Star feel softer, distance however is only long, flight is mid instead of mid-high, three-piece construction, the highest greenside spin and driver spin again is low. And so the real question on my lips here for this video is, what does Srixon have to do to get more of a share of the ball market? What do they have to provide a better ball? Do they have to make it cheaper? Do they have to get more players to win more majors? Because at one point Srixon had Because at one point Srixon had Shane Lowry, Open champion, and Hideki Matsuyama, Masters champion. By the way, that took me about 3 times to say Srixon and Shane. Srixon, Shane, Shane, Srixon. Very difficult. But going back to my points there, so do they need to make a better ball? Not sure really they can, because they've got 2 premium golf balls there to match pretty much your every need. Do they need to make it cheaper? It's already £10 a dozen cheaper than a Pro-V1. And we just spoke about Hideki and Shane, so I'm not sure really what they can do. Right, let's see what this drop, what's the technology called actually? Is it drop stopper? Is that Titleist? Spin skin with CERM. Spin skin with CERM. So, I mean, if that doesn't get it razzing back, I don't know what will. Come on, nice gap wedge. More birdies, please. We've been making a lot of pars recently. Sit. Ooh, a bit long left, but it did sit for us. So not an optimal start there. After a fantastic tee shot, we've pulled that wedge and it's actually lucky not to be in the bunker. It did sit nice and quick. We're downhill, we're downwind. Not the easiest shot, but it wasn't difficult. You see, now this is where you really need that spin skin, should I say, because we're going to have to play a bit of a high shot now, land it on a bit of a dime and hope that it releases out just like we need it to. That was a very, very poor approach shot. Right, we need to land it about here. think. Oh, how much spin did that have on? I honestly thought when I'd hit that it was going to go miles past, and it just dug its heels in. That was lovely. So really, what do you need for a golf ball for £35 a dozen? Do you need a bigger name than Srixon? Is that it? Because let's be fair, it's a big enough name, isn't it? Alignment aid on the ball, nice thick black Z-Star XV line with a couple of arrows. Big fan of that. And feel wise, not bad at all. A little bit firmer than potentially a Pro-V1 or a TP-5, but then this is the XV variant, isn't it? So maybe the standard Z-Star would feel a bit softer with a putter. I mean, realistically, how important is feel in a golf ball for you guys? Get in the comments below and let me know. Does it need to feel nice and soft? Does it need to feel firm and clicky? Because that's totally personal preference. When I was fitted into the TP-5X golf ball, I was a bit like, ugh, ugh, ah. And then we saw the numbers get a bit better and I played better with it, and eventually I just got used to the feel of it. Now if I play with a normal TP-5 or a Pro-V1 or something softer, it almost feels like mushier, if that makes sense. And I do think Srixon have been nailing it this year with the clubs as well. So this is a shot that I need to go well for me. It's a 3-wood. I'm going to try and play it pretty straight, not a lot of movement on it, nice mid trajectory, and hope it sets up a little bit of a birdie opportunity for us. Birdies have been few and far between on the channel recently. Oh, that's perfect. And it looks so bright in the air as well. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a different paint or a different layering to what you get on other premium balls, but in the sky, even against a kind of white cloudy background, shows off wonderfully well. It's almost like a real faint kind of blue or like a diamond colour, I don't know, but I can see it against the white cloud, so I'm quite impressed with it. And you see guys, there is a part of me, albeit a very, very small part, that I'm thinking, is it just me being tight? Is it just me being very, very Yorkshire in that if I can save a tenner, I will? Like, should you just go and buy the best golf ball for you that you've been fitted for, that works for you spin-wise, and that you like the feel with around the green? Or should you try and kind of find a bit of a budget if the spin's not quite there, but it's there so that you can't really tell out on the golf course, because that's where it matters. That's why I'm doing this test out here at Woolley Park Golf Club and not in the sim, because really, are you going to notice a difference if it spins 100 RPM different with a driver? Probably not. Now, I mentioned back on the tee that I needed a good shot here. I needed to open it up and I needed a nice straight long 3-wood. Yeah, that's fair to say it's up there with where a TP-5 would be for me, a Pro-V1 would be for me. And I mean, I'm a bit devastated, a bit disappointed to tell you that the centre line's here and we're here. So, I mean, if that's what a tenner gets you, then I'm sorry, but you can keep it. Said nobody ever. That's like such a great tee shot, right? Difficult flag. We're going to have to send it over this tree a little bit. We are a little bit left, I'm not going to lie. But if we send it on the bank, ideally we want loads of spin here, loads of stop. It's going to be like a full 60 degree. Send it up and just hope it doesn't spin all the way back off. Oh, be good. If it's over the bunker, it's amazing. Oh, it spun. It nearly spun back into the bunker. It's another missed green, but I don't feel like it's a terrible shot. In fact, it was a good shot. I think the wind just knocked it down a little bit. Let's send in a TP-5 and see if there's much difference there. Did feel like the wind just got hold of it a bit. Now you see the wind's battered that as well. Not a lot of difference. And that's, I mean, it's right of it, so it looks better, but it's not really, it's the same. And the reason I'm comparing that is because this is for me where I make my score. If I can put it close from 80 to 120, I know I'm generally going to have a half decent round. Interestingly, do you guys know what your round hinges on? Does it hinge on the same shots as me? Does it hinge on hole in the putts? Well, obviously the hole in the putts. Does it hinge on getting it in play like Foxy does? So you can see there, two pretty identical shots for distance. And actually, the Srixon very nearly spun back into the bunker, which would have been an absolute nightmare. Right, let's see if we can get the same amount of spin on this, because consistency is everything. Oh, that stopped dead. Stopped dead. So there, it's caught me out a little bit, but I can't really say that it was just a bad shot. We'll treat ourselves to flag out and hopefully use that alignment aid to rescue another par. No real birdie chances yet. I'm not blaming that on the ball as such. Oh, that is a bogey from 90 yards. Can we blame the ball? Not really. But in fairness, you would be very, very disappointed with that. How's it holding up? Because we've played quite a few wedge shots with this already, even though we're early on in the round. It's not holding up too bad. It's a little bit discoloured, and you can see we've kind of broken the casing a little bit there. But to say we've hit a couple of full wedge shots with black Vokey wedges, which aren't that forgiving really, not doing too bad. Let's try and get the right side of par again for £35. I'm not going to lie, I really thought we had that putt as well. So this is where the video starts to get quite interesting. A drivable 320 yard par 4 to make the carry over those trees is about 270-ish and we're into the wind. I mean, they're only £35 a dozen, aren't they? I mean, if these were 44, 49 pounds a dozen, you might think twice, you might hit an iron, you might lay up. But when it's a cheap premium ball, we'll give it a go. Hideki will go for it, Shane will go for it, Robbo's going for it. Come on, we need one anyway after that terrible chip. Oh yeah, it's a little bit high. I've not heard anything, which usually means we're safe, I think. And one thing that does interest me about the Srixon golf balls, and not just the Srixon Z-Star golf balls, the Z-Star XV golf balls, but the Srixon golf ball family, is that people who do use them absolutely swear by them. They never use anything else. They think that they're affordable, they think that they look good, they think that they feel good, and they just think that basically they're a good all-round ball. I know this because I know a lot of people who are Srixon till they die, if you know what I mean. Whereas generally if people are Pro-V1 or TP-5 or Chrome Soft, they might dabble a little bit in all of them. Not Srixonites. Srixonites. May have started something there. Hopefully we just get round this corner and we see it front edge of the green. That would be the stuff dreams are made of. Not my dreams, but some people's dreams, I'm sure. So, oh, it's there. Yeah, not quite front edge, and not the best line in the bunker either, but you can see it's kind of rolled in, so we probably made the carry about here. Not terrible really, could have been a lot worse. I'm going to give you a bit of a flag cam on here because I'm going to try and send it in with a bit of spin, hopefully get the grooves on it even though it's not the best lie. I don't even need to take the wedge, do I? And you guys can see how that ball reacts from a bunker. I love these kind of these long shots where you can get plenty of spin. Hopefully I don't blade it at the lens because I don't really fancy replacing that. Or you could just play it halfway there. I mean, it had some spin on it, but not exactly what I was after, if I'm being truthful. Right, well that's a par, and actually halfway there I thought it was a birdie because that putt looked good. Let's play one more. I don't want to finish this video over par. I feel like we've got a birdie in us somewhere. Somewhere. If we smash a drive away from here, my bag's a right mess. So guys, if you haven't done already, get in the comments. Let us know that you're A, still here, but also let us know what you think to these Srixon golf balls, because again, I love showing you guys something that maybe could potentially save you money and keep your performance levels either where they are or raise them a little bit. I think this is probably more if you are playing a Titleist, if you're playing a Taylormade, a Callaway, probably save a couple of quid and maybe keep your performance levels around where they are. I think if you're not using a premium golf ball, this could be a great entry-level ball for, like I said, just a little bit cheaper. Right, downwind off the left, so quite a nice wind for me actually. It should rectify hopefully any ball flight that starts going that way, but we do want to favour the left hand side of the fairway because the flag's on the right, and the last thing you want to do is be coming from the right hand side to a right hand flag. So essentially we're going to start it just over this tree and hope that the wind brings it back into that side of the fairway. Just like that. Come on wind, hit it! Oh, that's delightful. Again, lovely ball flight, love the look of it in the air. All systems go, I think, hopefully. So the title of this video has probably been, are these golf balls better than a Pro-V1, better than a TP-5 for less money? Something along those lines to entice you guys to watch. And a lot of people might be saying, oh, that's clickbait, you're using the title to make us click. But really, it is an honest question. Is it better for the money? Is it better value for money? Do you get more value? I'm just repeating myself now, but you get what I mean. So that's another pretty good tee shot. We're in the left hand side of the fairway as I wanted to. I've even left it in the sun as well, just to try and get a little bit of vitamin D. We don't want to be in the shade over there near the trees. We've spent enough time of our golfing career over there. Right, birdie time, hopefully. That's actually at a yardage as well this time, because I feel like I've been a bit lazy today on the old yardage front. 86, playing 84. It would be a perfect 56 degree, but unfortunately I haven't got one. So I'm going to go with, is it downwind? I'm going to go full lob wedge. Chris would hate this play. And to be honest, I'm not enjoying it. What's the wind doing? No, it's not. The lob wedge is going to get lost in the air. I'm going to punch in a little 50 degree, land it 78 to 80 yards. And hope it checks up nicely for us. Oh, a bit like that. Go on then. Oh, again, it stopped dead. Too much stop again. So a couple of times today I've actually been caught up with the amount of spin that I'm getting, and I think that's because I have been testing kind of non-premium balls a lot recently, so I've been playing for them to roll out. Whereas really there, 86 yards, I should have played it 86 yards knowing that really it's going to stop dead. That's more my problem, that's not the ball's problem. The ball's performing how you would want a premium ball to perform on and around the greens. It's stopping. And let's be fair, that's still not a terrible golf shot, is it? From the best part of 90 yards to a flag that if you miss it right, you're probably making bogey on. This is a stopping power again, so this wasn't even a full shot. Not bad, is it? Downwind. So important that you can generate spin from a downwind shot. Much more difficult. So I will show you that little scuff as well, just over the N on Srixon. That's from the bunker shot that we played on the last hole. So maybe that's the difference. Maybe that's what you are paying for with that extra £10, or maybe I've just really caught that one clean out of the bunker. It did stop quick, didn't it? Right, this for level par. We've not holed one of these for ages. Come on. Turn. Turn! Oh, it's turned too much. Oh, that was such a good putt as well. Well, you know what they say. All good things come to an end. And that is 1 over par for the video with the Srixon Z-Star XV golf balls. Guys, thank you ever so much for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed that. If you have, smash that subscribe button below. Just a little bit of something to think about next time you go and buy a dozen golf balls. Should you spend £44, £49, or should you go something a little bit cheaper for £44? Guys, let me know what you're going to do. Let me know what you like to do, and let me know what ball you use. Apart from that, guys, I'll very much look forward to seeing you all at the same time tomorrow. Bye!